Hello, all my little bugs. I hope you all are doing so well and keeping healthy and safe. I miss you guys so much and I can't wait to see you again. Today, I'm going to do your morning ring with you, which is our days of the week, months of the year, colors, shapes, counting, and all those fun stuff. Then we are going to do some math, which will be counting objects. I'm using water bottles. You can count any objects you like. Macaroni, paper, toys, any object you like. We'll need 5 objects. We'll do some adding, which is plus, and subtraction, which is minus sums with these objects. Then we will be doing some painting for art. I'm going to show you what we're going to paint. You will need a toilet roll. And if you don't have a toilet roll, you can use a paper, which you will fold. You can even use a paper cup if you like. Then you'll also need some white paint and some red paint. If you don't have paint at home, that's fine. You can use some food coloring or you can use your crayons, white and red crayons. Okay, let's start. So let's start with our morning ring. Who knows the days of the week? I know I do. Let's say them. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Now you try. Let's see if you got them all. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Good job. Do you know which day is today? Today is Tuesday. But what day was yesterday? I think yesterday was Monday. And what day will be tomorrow? If today is Tuesday and yesterday was Monday, tomorrow will be Wednesday. Good job. All right, let's do some months of the year. I know my months of the year, do you? Let's try. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now you try. Right, let's see if you got them all. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Good job. Let's now talk about some shapes. Do you know what 3D shapes are? I'm sure you can remember. 3D shapes are shapes like cylinders, round, cubes that are like squares, and then spheres, which is like a ball. Let's try again. Cylinders, which we are doing today, cylinders, which is round like this, a cylinder. Cubes, which is like a square. And spheres, which is round like a ball. Can you do what my hands are doing? Cylinder, cube, and a sphere. We also have a fourth 3D shape, which we will be doing, which is a cone. A cone, I'm going to try and make a cone for you guys. A cone is almost like this. A cone. You can make a cone at home with some papers too. It's a cone. It looks like a cone that you will put some ice cream on, doesn't it? Right, but today we will only be doing some cylinders. Okay, now I want you to look around the house. Do you see any shape that looks like a rectangle? I do. Look at this paper. This paper is a rectangle. Long sides and short sides. Rectangle. Now, what about a circle? I know. Circle. The CD is a circle. It's round. What about a square? I have a sticky note. That's a square. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, all the same length. A square. Now, where will I get a triangle? I have an idea. If we take the square and we fold it down the middle, a triangle. 1, 2, 3 sides. Triangle. Now, it's going to be a little bit difficult finding things like a diamond or a kite or a heart or even a trapezium or hexagon or even pentagon. Those are going to be a little bit difficult to find. Maybe later in the week we can make our own shapes. Let's see. Next, I want to talk to you guys about the seasons. Do you know all your seasons? Summer, autumn, winter, spring. Now, if you forget your seasons just a little bit and you can't remember them that well, here's a trick. Summer, it's hot, summer. Autumn, when it's a little bit hot and a little bit cold and the leaves start to fall from the trees. Let's recap. Summer, autumn, winter, when it's really cold, and spring, when all the flowers start coming out. Let's do it again. Summer, autumn, winter, and spring. Which season is your favorite season? Mine, I think, must be winter. I love wearing scarves and beanies and warm jackets. And my birthday is in the winter time. When is your birthday? Is your birthday in the season summer, autumn, winter, or spring? Maybe you can send me a video telling me in what season your birthday is. Next, we are going to be talking about our theme of this week. Remember when we were in class, I always told you the color we're doing this week. This week's color is red. Red. And then I also told you about the shape we're doing this week. This week we're doing the cylinder. You can see I'm wearing a red shirt for our color of the week and a cylinder. And our number that we're going to be doing this week is 5. That's why I said we need 5 bottles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Or anything else, 5 things that you can count. That's our number for the week, number 5. And then I always told you what letter we're going to be doing from Letterland. Now this week, we won't be doing a specific letter. So we're not going to be doing a letter. We are going to learn how to spell words. It's going to be 3-letter words. Words like cat, hat, sat, mat. 3-letter words. Tomorrow, I'm going to send you guys a video again telling you how to spell words. But today, we will be doing math. We will be counting our 5 objects that you find around the house. Then remember, so I told you about the letter, I told you about the color, I told you about the number. What else did we need? A theme. So our theme this week is a fun theme. I love this theme. Pajamas. So on Friday, I'm going to be wearing my pajamas in our video in what I went to sleep with. Pajamas. You also can send me videos on Friday in your pajamas, or showing me about pajamas or bedtime routines or anything that you think belongs with the word pajamas. Okay? So I will talk to your mommies and daddies and we will figure out something fun to do with our theme pajamas. All right. Our book of the week that we will be reading, Wednesdays are reading days. So our book that we're going to be reading this week is one of my favorite books, and I hope you're going to love this book. This book is The Cat in the Hat. So I'm going to read the book for you on Wednesday and show you the pictures and all of those things. Then we're going to make a nice piece of arts and crafts for the book. And then we're also going to ask a little bit questions about the book. What did you enjoy? Who was your favorite? Stuff like that. I'm also going to send your mommies and daddies the PDF of the book so that they can read it to you at home. I also sent out a YouTube link so that you can look at the video of the book if you want that. But that we're going to do on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we're going to look at our numbers a bit. We're going to do our recognizing numbers. So we're going to do 1 to 10 and then 1 to 20. We're going to see if you can remember how all the numbers look. So how number 1 looks and number 2 up to number 20. And then we're going to make a puzzle. We're going to make a puzzle that will help you remember all your numbers. And we're also going to make a little clay letter for you to remember your clay letters, to remember how Clever Cat looks and Annie Apple and Harry Hatman and Talking Tess and all of those. And we're going to cut this week. We're going to practice our cutting and we're going to practice our pasting and all of those. So let's start with today's math. Today is math. We're going to start with our math. Let's count. First thing about math, we're counting. We're going to count 1 up to 30. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now you count alone. There we go. You counted to 30. Well done. So now we counted to 30. Now what I want you to do at home is I want you to find 30 things. And I want you to count them one by one. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3 up until 30. Right. Today, I want to show you numbers 1 to 5 so that we can remember how they look. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. And number 6. I realize now that when I'm taking this video, the numbers are turned around. So this is not the right way number 5 goes around if you're looking at the video maybe. So just look at this and realize that it's the video turning around all the numbers. But that's okay. We're going to do it in any case. I'll figure out how to fix that with the next videos. We'll figure out everything as we go along. Okay, so now I want to remind you, what does this sign mean? What is this? This is a plus. Say it with me. Plus. Plus means to add, to make it more, to add. So if I say Teacher Kimon plus Teacher Stephanie, it's Teacher Kimon plus adding together Teacher Stephanie. So then it's 2 teachers. This plus means to add, make more. If you don't really remember what plus is, let's color it in. Green means more. So I'm coloring my plus. For me to remember, green means making more. I need to put together, to add. Then I want to ask you, what does this one mean? This one means to take away, to delete. So if I say Teacher Stephanie, delete, take away, minus Teacher Kimon, I'll have 1 teacher left. This one means minus, take away. So I'm going to color my minus with a red Koki. This means take away. Take away, make less, delete, minus. And then this one is a funny one. This one is at the end of every sum. Who knows what this one is called? This one is called equals. This one means answer. Equals means what's the answer? So if I have something plus something, then I say equals, and that means what's the answer? How many do I have left? So every time you see this one, you need to think, how many will I have left? Okay, or how many will I have now? So every time you see this one, after this one, you need to give your answer. So this one, I'm going to color yellow. This one means answer. Okay, so let's try this with the bottles. If I have one bottle, let's remember, it's number 1, plus plus, I'm hoping this stands up now, plus another bottle, right? This is plus another one. How many bottles will I have? So it's 1 plus 1 equals, let's count the bottles. 1 plus means put together, add, making more. So it's 1 plus 1 is 2. I have 2 bottles. That means equals 2. Let me do it again with you. 1 plus equals, what does plus mean? Put together, 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 bottles. Right. Let's do this without the bottles. 1 plus 1. I'm going to try and hold it all together for you. 1 plus 1 equals, now count on your fingers. 1 finger plus 1 more finger. How many fingers are you holding up? 2. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Right. Now, if we have 2 bottles, right? 2 bottles, 1, 2. And I say minus. What does minus mean? This is 2 bottles. Let's remind you, this is 2 bottles. So, minus means what? Take away, delete, minus, delete. So, if I say 2 bottles minus 2 bottles minus 1 bottle. What do? We have 2 bottles and we minus, we take away how many? 1 bottle. How many bottles do we have left? 1 bottle. So 2 minus 1, 2 minus, take away, minus 1 equals 1. Did you get that one right? Let's do it on our fingers. If we have 2 bottles or 2 fingers, 2, and we minus, what does minus mean? Take away, so it's 2 minus 1 equals 1. Let's do another one. If we have 2 bottles or 2 fingers, whatever, 2, and we plus. What's plus? Who can remember what's plus? Plus. This one, plus. Plus means add. So if we have 2 and we add plus 1. How many does that equal? Equals 3. Let's do it again. If we have 2 bottles and we plus 1 bottle, how many bottles does that equal? Equals 3 bottles. Right. Now, let's do a difficult one, the last one, the difficult one. If we have 3 bottles 1, 2, 3. We have 3 bottles. And we plus. What does plus mean? Add, right? So we have 3 bottles and we add 2. How many bottles does that equal? 5 bottles. Let's try it again. If we have 3 bottles, 1, 2, 3, 3, and we plus 2 bottles, 1, 2. How many bottles will we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals 5 bottles. So today what I want you to practice and to remember at home is that plus means to make it more, to add. You put something together. So if I have one finger and I say plus another finger, I'm going to put another finger together. Plus means making more. That's what you need to remember today. I need you to remember minus. It's making less. It's taking away. Making less or taking away. And then I want you to remember equals. Equals means what's the answer? How many do I have now? That's when you count how many do you have left or how many do you have altogether. Equals means the answer. So let's recap. Plus, minus, equals. That is the 3 things that I want you to really remember and practice at home today. Plus, minus, and equals. Because you guys are big kids. You are supposed to do plus, minus, and equal sums from 1 up to 10. So today we did 1 to 5. Next week we will be doing 5 to 6. So this week I need you to really remember these 3 things so that you can do your sums amazingly next week. Right. Then we did our math today, and now I want us to do some arts. Who's excited to do some art? I know I am. Now, before we do some art, I want to ask you guys, who remembers what primary colors are? Who remembers? What's primary colors? I think primary colors, let me get out my color book, would be red. That's a primary color. Let's take red out. Red, primary color. Blue, primary color. Blue is a primary color. Blue. And who can remember the last primary color? Yellow. Yellow is a primary color. So, we have 3 primary colors. Let's say their names again. Red, blue, yellow. That's our primary colors. At home, I want you to look for the primary colors in your house or in a garden or in a magazine or on the TV. And every time you see yellow, red, or blue, I want you to shout primary color. That's a primary color. This week our color is what? Red, like my shirt, red. Okay. Now today with our primary colors, we are going to make something that you're going to see in our book that we're going to read tomorrow, The Cat in the Hat. If you like, you can ask mommy or daddy or whoever you're staying with to play the YouTube video, The Cat in the Hat, for you. If you can't play the YouTube video, that's okay, because tomorrow I'm going to read the book for you. But in The Cat in the Hat, there's this amazing funny cat. I love him. And he wears this big red and white hat. So today we are going to make a red and white hat that looks like his hat using a toilet roll, white and red paint. If you don't have paint, that's okay. You can use cardboard or you can use crayons. And then we're going to use, oh, my hands are full of paint now. Look at this. And then we're going to use a red cardboard, our primary color, red cardboard. If you don't have a red cardboard, don't worry. Then you can use a white paper like this and you'll color it red. Then you color it red. Or you can use a newspaper and you can color it red. Or you can use anything that you can cut into a circle and color that red. So now I want you to take a crayon or a pen or a Koki. And I want to see who can hold their Koki and pen or crayon or whatever they're writing with correctly. Let's see. Remember, this finger and this finger, I want everyone to do it like this. Do it like this. Put it there, like this. Then you're gonna hold it, and that's how you hold a pen. Do we hold a pen like this? No, no. Do we hold a pen like this? No. We hold it with the thumb, our daddy finger and mommy finger. So daddy finger and mommy finger, this is how we hold a pen correctly. So you're going to take your pen that you're holding correctly. Make sure you're holding it correctly. And you're going to go onto your cardboard or your paper or your newspaper that you are coloring red or painting red. And you are going to draw the nicest circle you can. I didn't draw a very nice circle. There's a mistake. But you're going to draw a nice circle like that. Draw a nice circle like that. If you can do that for me. If you're struggling, then you can ask a grown-up not to do it for you, because then you don't learn anything, but to make little dots for you or little lines for you that you can then trace, right? So you're going to trace the circle. You're going to make a circle. Then what I want you to do is, oh my goodness, I don't have a scissor. Then what I want you to do is, I want you to cut out the circle. Let's see if teacher can get a scissor. Aha! Then we take the scissor. And now, how do we hold a scissor? Who knows? Okay, we're going to do this again. This. Start like this. You hold your scissor like this. You put your thumb in the first one and 2 fingers in the second one. And that's how you hold a scissor. You never, ever, ever run with a scissor. That's very dangerous. You never point the scissor to your face or to your throat or to your friend's face or throat. You never point a scissor to someone because they can get hurt. So when you use a scissor, you hold it down or you put it flat on the table. That's how you hold a scissor. Let's recap how you're holding a scissor. Like a gun, hey? Shoot, shoot. So You put your thumb there, your 2 fingers over there, and that's how you're gonna cut. Right. So then you're gonna ask the grown-up that's with you to always watch you when you're using a scissor, remember, because it's dangerous. Then you're gonna cut out your circle. Cutting out nicely your circle like that. And then you put your scissor away because we're done with your scissor. You put it away. Right? You have your circle. Now this circle is going to be the bottom part of the hat. This circle is going to be the part that goes onto the head. So you're just going to leave this circle that side for later. Now, this is now the part where we're going to start painting. If you want to, you can ask a grown-up to just make lines for you going around the toilet roll like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, or how many lines you want. You can ask. If you don't want to and you want to do it on your own, you can do that as well. Then you can be very creative like that. Now, what can we use to paint? You can use paint brushes if you have paint brushes. You can use cotton balls or cotton discs like this if you want to. I find that if you fold them like this, they paint very nicely. Then they paint very nicely on top of stuff like that. Or, my favorite, you can use an old sponge. You can see I already painted with the sponge. You can ask mommy or daddy or whoever after they washed dishes, please can I have a piece of the sponge? And then you can use the sponge. I'm going to paint with the sponge today. And you can paint it like this. Right. Or if you don't have any of those things, that's okay. You're very lucky because then you can finger paint. And that's fun because then you can dip your fingers into the paint and just paint with your fingers. And then you're all messy and that's very fun. Hey. So then you're going to paint one of the lines, one piece red, right? I just want another piece of sponge. And then one piece white. Again, if you don't have paint, guys, please don't worry. Then you're just going to color it. Then you can color it with crayons, or you can even cut out red pictures out of magazines and do like a collage. Ask a grown-up to help you see what's a collage. Then you can do a collage like that. And then we're going to do red again. So we're going to do a pattern. You guys know what's a pattern? It's when something repeats, right? Oh, I'm not going inside the lines. You guys must please go inside the lines. I'm doing a lot of mistakes. Right? And then the last one is white again, right? You see. So we did a pattern. You did red, white, red, white. So then you're going to let this dry. I'm going to let this one dry. And then you're going to take glue. Okay, we're going to take some glue. And then we are going to put our glue on the circle, right? And a little bit of glue there. And we're going to paste it like this. So that this is how it looks. And now when I read The Cat in the Hat for you tomorrow, and I'll show you the pictures, and I'll show you the pictures, you'll see this is exactly how, oh my goodness, how the cat in the hat's hat looks. You'll see this is how his hat looks. So then after the paint dried, you're just going to glue it and then you're going to leave it. You're going to leave it all to dry. And then we're going to use it tomorrow in our story. Okay, so save that for tomorrow. So that's what you are doing for arts and crafts today. You painted, you cut, you did holding a scissor nicely, you did holding a crayon or a pencil or a Koki nicely, and you pasted, you used your glue. And remember, we did that safely with a grown-up around us. All right. So that's what we did today. Now, I want to quickly recap what we learned today. We did months of the year. We did days of the week. We counted up to 30. We talked about 3D shapes. Can you remember what the 3D shapes was? It was a cylinder. It was a cube. It was a, who can remember, a sphere. And it was a cone. A cone. So I want you to also look for all of those 3D shapes at home. And if you see it, I want you to ask Mommy, please send teacher a photo of me holding up my 3D shape if you find something at home. So that I can see, oh my goodness, this little bug of mine sees all these 3D shapes and know what 3D shapes are. Then we did colors. We talked about primary colors. Who can remember what's primary colors? It's red, blue, and yellow. Red, blue, and yellow. So I also want you to please ask Mommy, please, if I see something red, oh, this is red, then I want you to send me a photo of you showing me that's a primary color, teacher. Or if you find something blue, then I want you to send me a photo of something yellow. So that I can see, wow, you know all the primary colors. Okay, so we did the colors and then we did seasons. We did summer and autumn and winter and we did spring. And then I asked you to send me a video saying, hello teacher, my name is Susie and my birthday is in the springtime because it's in September. So that I know you know when your birthday is, in what season. And then I also want you to tell me what's your favorite season. I said my favorite season is winter time. And my birthday is in winter time. Okay, so we did that. And then we looked at numbers 1 to 5. So I want you to practice at home writing numbers 1 to 5. And I want you to remember to say the name of the number when you write it. If you write number 1, you say number 1. And then you count your fingers, 1. If you write number 2, you say number 2 and you count your fingers, 2. So that you learn and you know that this isn't just number 3, it's 1, 2, 3. You need to learn the quantity of this number. And then we did plus, minus, and equals. Remember I said plus, the one that looks like this, plus is adding, minus is deleting, and equals is the answer. So I need you to really, really practice that at home. And then we counted our objects that we find around the house. I found bottles lying around the house. So we have 5 bottles. We counted 1 plus 1 equals 2. So I want you to practice how to plus and minus with objects you find around the house. And maybe if you want to and you want to show off how clever you are, mommy can take a photo or a video and send me how nicely you are plussing and minusing. And then we did some arts and crafts. We did a hat, the Cat in the Hat's hat. We did painting. We did cutting the right way. Remember, it's the thumb and 2 fingers cutting. We did safety while cutting. You never, ever, ever point your scissor to someone or to yourself. You put your scissor down, or you hold your scissor down. And then we also drew a circle, and we remember the right way how to hold a pen or a pencil or crayon when you're drawing is like this. We drew a circle and then we cut it out. And then we pasted. So that is what we did. If you don't have all the things I have now here today, cutting and coloring and paint and all those things, that's fine. You use whatever you can around the house. And you know what? You're still going to get extra points for creativity because then you're a star. That's what we did. And then I also told you tomorrow is reading day. I'm going to do a video earlier in the morning where I'm going to read Dr. Seuss for you. And then we're going to do activities about that. And I also told you to recap that our theme of this week is what? Pajamas. So if you send me videos, you can do it in pajamas, because on Friday we're going to do a show and tell about pajamas and I'm going to be in my pajamas. So that's what we learned today. Please, guys, send me photos of what you're doing. Or even if you just want to say hello, I will love that so much, to see you guys and see what you guys are doing. So that's what we need to practice for today and the rest of this week. Please, mommies and daddies, send me videos and photos of them doing stuff, and I would love to also then use those photos and videos for their portfolios that I'm already busy doing, and their assessments, to just use it and put a little report together on what they did in lockdown and you know, see their progress as well. And I just love seeing what you guys are doing at home. I miss you guys so much. Keep safe and keep healthy. And I will send a video again tomorrow.